Psychological motivators are the best weapons a copywriter must use to persuade people to buy anything. Moreover, these same motivators should be used every time you want to communicate something to someone to persuade them to do a specific action, and not only in copy. There are different psychological motivators you can use simultaneously to increase the effectiveness of your communication. But in the last 12 years of experience, I have identified the best ones that produce tangible results. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 10 psychological motivators to push people to buy anything. Let's dive deep into this fascinating topic. My name is Cecco, and I help you sell your expertise or someone else's knowledge to help people solve their problems. On YouTube, I share my 12-year knowledge and experience helping professionals and small business owners create their personal brand online and sell information products and services. If you like this content, subscribe to this channel, turn the notification on, and tap on the like button to help other people watch my videos. Thank you. Psychological motivator number 1: make money. All human beings are attracted to make money because money buys time and freedom. So, if your product or service helps people make more money, you should absolutely use this powerful weapon to sell your stuff. In your copy or sales message, always explain the reasons why your product or service helps your potential client make more money and live their dream life. Empires have been created in the make money field. Psychological motivator number 2. As I told you multiple times in my videos, time equals money. Time is the most undervalued and precious asset we have. Money comes and goes. Time, when it is gone, you have lost it forever. You can't recover your time, but you can buy other people's time in terms of knowledge, experience, and resources. So, if your product or service helps your potential clients save time, you should use this powerful weapon as soon as possible, even in the headline. Especially if you are selling high-ticket products or services, always remember that people buy results and they want to speed up the process. So, do not underestimate the power of save time motivator. Psychological motivator number 3: save money. No one wants to put money in the bin. And honestly, if your product or service allows your customers to save their hard-earned money, both in the short term or long term, you should communicate it properly. Answer this question: how can I or my product or service help my potential customers save money over the next week, month, or year? Answer this question and be clear in communicating it correctly in your sales message. Psychological motivator number 4: avoid effort. This is a mighty weapon. Ideally, to get any result in life, every one of us, and even me, wants to make as little effort as possible. Especially when it comes to creating an irresistible offer. If you are capable of reducing the effort a client has to make to reach their desired results, the better and easier it will be to sell your stuff. Have you ever wondered why pills for weight loss are still selling like crazy? Because you should lose weight by only taking a pill a day without doing anything else. But unfortunately, it doesn't work this way, but people still believe in this message. What? Psychological motivator number 5: increase their popularity or social status. This motivator is mainly used when selling high-ticket stuff. For example, why might you consider buying a Rolex or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini? Probably because they increase your social status. Others look at you with different eyes. You feel more powerful and proud of yourself. And keep in mind that this mental state transforms yourself and your ability to attract others. I don't want to speak about attraction or how to be charismatic, but this motivator works like magic to push people to buy your stuff. Psychological motivator number 6: specificity. I believe specificity is undervalued. The more specific you are, the more credible you become. For example, I might say this: last year my profit was more than $500,000, or last year my profit was $535,075. Most probably, I will be more credible with the last statement. Use specificity wherever you can, especially in the headline of your sales letter or in the hook of your video to underline a result or highlight a statement you want to capture your prospect's attention to. Psychological motivator number 7. Proof and social proof. Proof and social proof are great vehicles to persuade people to buy your product. With proofs, I mean testimonials, clients' results, your past experiences, and so on. People don't want to risk anything when it comes to buying stuff from people they don't know. So, proofs help you overcome this initial barrier and allow you to sell your product or service easily and quickly. Social proofs are compelling as well. Let me ask you a question. Do you prefer buying something from a person that no one is following, or do you feel more comfortable buying stuff from an author or a brand that has a real following? The answer is simple, and this is the main reason why I always recommend creating your social authority by sharing your knowledge and experiences on social networks, because it helps you win in the business game faster. Psychological motivator number 8. Scarcity. As human beings, we want what we can't afford or have. It's ridiculous, but it is simply how psychology works. So, the less your product or service is available, the higher the price could be and the more attractive it is. For example, think about the upcoming Web 3.0 and NFTs collections. If there are only 1,000 pieces of that specific NFT collection and there are 10,000 people in the waiting list to buy it, you can use scarcity to elicit FOMO, fear of missing out. When you open the doors, people will fight to buy at least one token of your collection. This same principle can be used to sell anything. Psychological motivator number 9. Urgency. Urgency makes miracles. If your special offer expires in the next 3 days and then the price will double, you have to communicate this concept to your potential clients. They need urgency to buy your product or service. If they don't buy, they are missing something. And if urgency is correlated to the availability of your product, it is more effective. For example, I will close the doors to join this mentoring program at the end of this week. If you don't buy it before Sunday, you have to wait 12 months before having this opportunity again. So, do it now. Psychological motivator number 10. To be part of something. I think this is one of the most undervalued but powerful triggers to push people to buy anything. Especially with the upcoming Web 3.0, this motivator will be more critical. Today, November 2022, most people are lost. We are living in a recession and the majority of people in the world need a guide. They need to be part of something to give a sense of their life. So, use this psychological motivator if you offer an experience. Share things and improvements with open-minded people that have the same goals. Use this motivator every time you can because it works. As I told you at the beginning of this video, psychological motivators can be used in different life situations. And copywriting is one of their fields of application. And I highly recommend learning this evergreen skill. This is why I urge you to watch this video. 5-step process to write sales copy from scratch. A real practical example. In this video, I want to share with you how to create a real sales message with a real practical example of writing sales copy from scratch, especially if you are a beginner. So, watch this video now.